When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Ring in the new year with a great deal on a pre-owned 4x4 truck or sport utility from Denny Menholt Toyota. Shop a great selection of 4x4s and all-wheel drives from Ford, GMC, Nissan, Ram, Jeep, Subaru, and more. Plus, shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Buy any Toyota Certified Pre-Owned, and we'll give you a $500 Visa gift card. Spend it any way you want. See us at Denny Menholt Toyota or DennyMenholtToyota.com.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, Exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium and GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. A little shout out to our production chief here, Tyson Wessendorf, for just getting all that transition going. Also a shout out to Tyson for doing all the technical troubleshooting during the girls' game. We understand we lost the feed a time or two, and based on Tyson's skill set, he was able to troubleshoot through that, where if Tyson was not here, you would have not got anything back. As we get set for this one, the Raiders come in to this one 5-6, who've lost some tough ones, including a triple overtime loss to Sioux Falls Jefferson. So they sit at number 11 after their 56-48 win over Watertown. Raider public address announcer Jason Hafner introduces the Raider boys basketball varsity cheerleaders. They always do a great job.
Raider cheer coaches Jamie Exner and Jen Agana.
And they're directed by the cheer coaches Jamie Exner and Jen Agana. And now the starters. First for the Bobcats.
And a guard, 6'2", junior, number 2, Jones Huntemer.
Jones Huntemer will get the start, junior.
Number 3, Brody McCarty.
Junior Brody McCarty will get the start.
Jonathan Kaler.
Senior Jonathan Kaler also gets a start. Junior Jace Bauer will start.
Number 11, Bergen Tetzlaff.
And Tetzlaff, good football player as well, Bergen Tetzlaff, the junior.
By Jared Huntemer, Joe Fredrickson, and Carter Holm.
Carter Holm on staff, son of Scott Holm. Very good Brookings ball player back in the 80s. Same age and same state tournament as yours truly, as the Central Cobblers took third after losing a semi to the Mitchell Colonels, and the Bobcats took second under the direction of the guard Scott Holm there. So.
And at center, 6'4", senior, number 25, Dylan.
Good to say hi to a young coach.
Chris Stabner, assisted by Steve Anderson, Bennett Fierro,
And the Raiders
and Alexander Keene.
Come out with their traditional starting five.
Kirkby, Paul Whitcraft,
That when they're on, they are as tough as any team in the state, and that's senior J.D. Green, senior Minka Hawley, senior Daylor Segrest, along with senior Caleb Brooks, and the big guy down low, senior number 25, Dylan Szymanski. So at this tip, Hawley will go up and gets out-tipped by Tetzlaff. Tetzlaff coming in at 6'5". And the Bobcats thought about pulling the trigger quick. Was number 2, Huntemer. He pulls out, gets it out. Number 4, Kaler on the bounce. He gets it back out top. He looks to number 5, Bauer. Bauer over to McCarty. McCarty on the dribble, gets Hawley, thinks about shooting, backs off, and a long three by Huntemer, draws air. No recycle of the shot clock, out of bounds. It'll be Raider ball. So good defense there by the Raiders. They were patient in their defense, and Segrest, Daylor Segrest, senior number 12, brings it up for the Raiders. Big three-point shot to seal the win over Sturgis by 1 point. And then, of course, nice game last night by the senior Daylor Segrest to get the win over Watertown. Also having a nice night last night was Brooks. Good take by Green. He can't get it up off glass, but gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Segrest for 3. Good! Segrest opens the scoring for the Raiders and the game with a three-pointer. And the Raider faithful hope that's a good sign for the rest of this afternoon. Because after the girls lost a tough one by 2, they'll look to get the Raider basketball in the win column today. Dribble stopped up on top by McCarty. He swings it over. Bauer now takes the dribble from the free throw line. Hawley gets up, slaps it. Tetzloff's right there. Goes strong to the hole. Just falls out. Doesn't get an and one, but he draws the foul. And that's going to be on Szymanski. And the junior, number 11, Bergen Tetzloff, tough tight end to stop in AA football, will make the first. He'll step up to the line for the second. For a big guy, he's got a nice smooth stroke, and that one's in too. So good basketball fundamental skills there. And it's a 1-point game. Green brings it up over to Segress. Segress, senior. Second three-pointer in the row for number 11, senior Taylor Segress with the hot hand. Raiders by 4. They set up the press. Brooks provides pressure on McCarty. He swings it over to Huntermer. Huntermer, long three, off. Szymanski can't get it away from Tetzloff. Quick three by McCarty, in and out. Tetzloff again tracks it down. Another rebound for him. Now Kaler looks to floater in the lane. No good. Segress, good rebound. He'll get it quick up to Hawley. Hawley goes up. Challenged by Tetzloff. No foul. Good defense by Tetzloff. And it's brought down by number 2, Huntermer, the junior. Over to Tetzloff. Tetzloff back over to Bauer, who's guarded closely by Hawley. Three-pointer off the mark, but off the hands. And again, Tetzloff there for the rebound. Goes into Szymanski, gets a hand on it, no call. Swings it over to McCarty. McCarty right down to Tetzloff. Tetzloff banging on Szymanski, puts it up soft, no good. Szymanski the rebound, pushes up to Brooks, over to Segress, up to Green. Green missed the cutting Szymanski, but to his credit, he didn't pass it. McCarty was right there. Hawley at the top of the key. Segress pumps for a little shot. No. Green on the layup, takes it in. Good! Good take by senior number 0, J.D. Green. Raiders by 6. Coach Stabner has to like the quick start. Scoring has just been one of those inconsistencies. Huntermer. Excuse me, no, that's Kaler on the bounce. Now Huntermer with the long three. And it's going to be off and out of bounds to the Raiders. So good defense there by senior number 20, Caleb Brooks. Green. Bring it up for the Raiders. He'll go to the bottom of the logo, now work to the mascot on the far side of the court. To Segress, top of the key. Brooks back over to Segress. Segress off the bounce will float, and they're going to call a foul, a block. And that's going to be on, I believe it's going to be on Kaler. No, it's going to go on Tetzloff. Both players were there. And the senior number 11, Taylor Segress, will go to the line. Segress first, in and out. Just rolled around the cylinder and comes back out. Segress leading all scorers right now with 6. Those 2 3-pointers. His second, good. Nice little shooter's touch there for Taylor. He has 7. Raiders lead by 7. This gets into Tetzloff. See if they try to trap him. He splits the defense and gets it over to the timeline. He gets it over to number 3, McCarty. McCarty looks for a cutter. He finds him. It's Bauer. Bauer stops in the lane, gets Hawley up in the air, has to pass out to Tetzloff. Look for a 3 was McCarty. He backs in. Szymanski straight up on him, but a good fall-away jumper in the paint by Brody McCarty, the junior, number 3 for the Bobcats. Raiders by 5. Szymanski turns, body's on the floor. No call. His layup comes up short. Bobcats come down the other side. McCarty picked by Hawley. We're going to see a dunk here. Mika Hawley, 2-hand jam, puts it down for the Raiders off of the pick. 11-4 Raiders. And that'll spark a little life into Carroll Higher. Number 5, Bauer. Pivots, gets it to Tetzloff. Tetzloff's going to turn. He's going to back down Szymanski. Hawley comes over for the help, and the ball goes out of bounds off the Bobcats. Now they're going to talk about it. officials Whitcraft. And they're going to stay right here now.
Brookings ball. In for Brookings, number 10, Drew Johnson.
So reverse the call there after the conference. It's Gottlob and experienced official and Paul Whitcraft talked that one over to get it right. So good job by the officiating crew. McCarty takes Brooks on the dribble. Brooks stops him. That gets thrown into Huntemer. Good reflexes there. I don't think he's expecting it now. Back down to McCarty. McCarty backs down Brooks. Turns in. We're going to have a travel. He walked. Great body awareness by a physical player in Kalen Brooks. He felt the pressure from the offensive player, McCarty, backing him down. Backed off. Didn't provide resistance. And just the momentum of McCarty just made him move his feet because there was no resistance there. And Raider basketball. Seagrass thought about a three off the dribble over to Paul. Paul almost loses it. Dribbles on the baseline, gets it into Raiders over to Brooks. Brooks with a little layup, fancy and in. That was off the feet from Christensen. Nice pass there to get it to Brooks. Raiders lead by 9. Nice finish by the senior, number 20, Kalen Brooks. Paul now really guarding heavily. That's number 10, Drew Johnson, Jr. That's checked in for the Bobcats. Bobcats Jr. dominated starting lineup and the off the bench coming to Junior. So look for them to be pretty tough next year. Tetzlaff backs in. Strong move. Christensen holds his ground just hard off the glass. Here come the Raiders and Seagrass. He'll stop. He has Hawley as a trail. He gets it to Brooks. Brooks takes Bauer on the dribble. Fights his way in. Rolls it off the edge. Christensen is there. Taps around. Paul gets it to Christensen. No. Tapped away by McCarty. Body's almost on the floor. Christensen's length helps him scoop that up. Gets it to Paul. Over to Hawley. Back to Paul. Top of the key. Bottom of the logo. He'll set the offense here. Hawley just, that time the pass by Hawley was intercepted, or to Hawley was intercepted by Paul. Paul was just baited into that pass. Huntemer steps in the lane, takes it coast to coast. Hawley, athleticism, gets up high, alters the shot, missed. Raiders bring it back and turn it over. So both teams, a little bit of trouble handling the ball, and we'll have substitutions. In for the Bobcats, number 55, Winston Plummer. Number 32, Gavin Smith. Plummer just pulls his way down there, gets a rebound, goes up again, and is fouled by Christensen. And Plummer is listed as 6'7", and that's his height, and he's probably 6'7", all of 310, 315. Sure, he was a force on the football field as well. I don't have that confirmed, but reminds me of the clips from The Blind Side when you watch Michael Orr shoot. That was a nice free throw stroke there by number 55, the senior Winston Plummer. His second. Another good stroke. It'll fall. Raiders up by 7. Seagrass on the mascot on the far side. Goes baseline. Goes right into Plummer. Plummer just holds his ground, and like a wall, Seagrass ran into him, couldn't get the shot. Now, Christensen takes him off the dribble, and Plummer holds his ground. Paw over to Lucas Marcus, the sophomore. Plummer comes out to pick him up. Dalton Szymanski, long three, and good! Taylor Seagrass, another three. Raiders up by 10. Taylor Seagrass on fire. Paul, good defense out front. He's holding off. That's number 4, Kaler. Plummer just backs Christensen down, and a little baby hook there by Plummer. Showing a good skill set near the basket, soft hands. And it's an 8-point lead. Raiders will go for one. Paul will back it out and get it to Seagrass. Seagrass standing on the far side of the logo. Bench starts the countdown at 8. Flipped over. Seagrass pops for about 50. Winston Plummer comes out and gets a piece of it. And they're going to call a foul, saying he's followed through and got him on the arm. And that'll be his first. Veteran official Mike Kirkby did not hesitate to call that, and his experience went right to the bench to talk to the coach. So good job of managing the game there. Segrist will hit another free throw, his second make, and he'll lead all scorers with 11. Does number 11, the senior for the Raiders, Taylor Segrist. He makes a second. He'll lead all with 12. Long shot, hits the backboard, and after one, Rapid City Stevens Raiders 18, Brookings Bobcats 8. You're following Raider basketball subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
We're back here at Carroll Tire Gymnasium. The Raiders will open this quarter, second quarter with possession. Kalen Brooks will inbound the ball to senior guard J.D. Green. He'll start the offense and get it over to Pa, mascot on the far side, to Brooks at the top of the key. Green thinks about a three, backs out, gets it over to Pa. Pa thinks about going baseline, comes back out. Kicks it over to the corner to Szymanski. Szymanski watches the flash player, though. Drives against Plummer and gets it over to Green. Green took an extra step before he tried to put the ball on the ground. That's going to be a travel and a turnover. So Bobcats, with some solid defense there, force a turnover, and they'll bring the ball up, and it's going to be Kaler that's kind of taken over the point guard role here. Plummer just backing down. Szymanski, he'll throw it away. Green is right there. Green is going to get it and go right to the hoop. No, he's going to get it back to Pa. Pa puts it up. A tiny little push by Kaler. No call, but Pa with the basket on a hustle play by Green. Raiders lead by 12. Pa will cut off the dribble of Kaler. Kaler swings it over. It looks like to number 10, Drew Johnson. Working hard in there is Tetzlaff. He went up. There was contact, no call. Ball will stay with the Bobcats. Bergen Tetzlaff, long, athletic, strong. Just had bad luck around the basket. This one into Plummer, who's got soft touch. That little baby hook, but it rolls out. But Tetzlaff is right there to pick up two. Good work. Persistent effort on the boards by both of those players for the Bobcats. They cut the lead to 10. Back out to Lucas Marcus. Over to J.D. Green on the letters on the near side. Lucas Marcus, top of the key. Kicks out. Szymanski. Little set shot on the baseline. About a 16-footer. Falls out. And Johnson brings it up. He swings it over. Gets it to number 22, Wayman. Wayman over to... He got that to Kaler, and Kaler was fouled, and I believe that was on number 1. Oh, no, it was on number 3, Seth Pa. That'll be his first, team first for this quarter. 10-point lead. And back in for the Bobcats is McCarty. He'll put the ball in. He's with Tetzlaff, Bauer, Plummer, and Huntemer. Huntemer 3, that one looks good, but it's off, a little long. And Green will come down with a good rebound on the backside. He'll push it up the floor. He'll take it all the way. He'll challenge Plummer and gets it to Szymanski. Szymanski goes up, in and out. Bad luck. Green will get up and pressure the ball. Now the ball to Huntemer. He's guarded by Lucas Marcus, the sophomore for the Raiders. Number 1. Huntemer gets away. Little floater off the glass, and 2 for Jones Huntemer. His first 2 of the game. 8-point game now. Raiders getting some rest minutes, though, for some of their players. Seagrass is on the court with Lucas Marcus, Brooks, Szymanski, and J.D. Green. Good get off of the screen. On the turn, Seagrass. Position, catch, shoot. Good rhythm there. That's his 4-3. Raiders lead by 11 now after that 3. Seagrass with 14. A nice little soft touch again by Tetzlaff. Hits front rim, can't go there. Now being guarded by Brooks, who did a good job just to hold his ground. Brooks now will take this on the dribble. He'll attack Plummer. It gets hit off the sideboard, no call. And Brooks will hustle back and stop the dribble. Now he'll hand off McCarty to Seagrass. Seagrass will pick him up. He'll give him a little space. Out to Huntemer, now to Bauer. Bauer with Green on him. Plummer will set the screen. And a tip away by Lucas Marcus. And let's see if he's challenged on his way to his basket. He is, and a foul. And that time Huntemer had to challenge because Lucas Marcus had a beeline to the basket. And that'll be a foul on Huntemer, his first. Team's first for the quarter. And the sophomore, number 1, Lucas Marcus, will go to the line, and he'll miss the first.
Into the Brookings, number 5, Chase Bauer.
Bauer comes back in. Plummer, after some nice minutes and some scoring for the Bobcats, will get a rest. Lucas Marcus with his second. Good.
In for the Raiders, number 2, Mika Hawley.
Hawley comes back in. Lucas Marcus will take a seat. Raiders will have Green, Brooks, Hawley, Seagrass, Szymanski. Bobcats, they're going to have Kaler, who's handling the ball right now, with Bauer back in. Huntemer, Tetzlaff, and McCarty. They're starting 5. Little jumper by McCarty. It's off. Back iron, and Green will come down with it, and he'll take it on the run. He's looking cross-court. Finds Hawley. Hawley thinks about stopping. Splits the defense. Slips a nice little pass to Dylan Szymanski for an easy 2. Raiders up by 14. McCarty's going to take a timeout, and we'll see if it's going to be a full or a 30. It's going to be a full.
60-second timeout.
Raiders 26, Bobcats 12. You're following Raider basketball subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll be right back after these words from our...
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
We are back here. Bobcats bring the ball in off the timeout. It's going to be Kaler. Kaler to Huntemer. Huntemer goes down low to Bauer. Bauer's backing down Hawley, and he's picked as Brooks comes by and just slaps the ball away. And the Raiders will secure it, and it goes to Green. Green will bring it up. He'll go top of the key. Looks down and finds Seagrass, who turns shot. Good! Taylor Seagrass, 5th three-pointer in the first half. Raiders lead 29-12. Seagrass was 17 and 1 there as Jess Christensen just couldn't get recovered. And Tetzlaff, with his size and length and strength, just was able to get through Christensen and draw contact, he'll get hoop and harm, and he'll go to line to convert a traditional three-point play. Will Tetzlaff. And he'll miss. And Christensen, senior Jess Christensen, good rebound there, and he'll hustle down the court as Segrist brings it up. 3:20 to go. Raiders by 15. Segrist, another three. That one's off. Christensen's there. Battles with Tetzlaff. I believe it went off Brookings, and they're going to say Raider ball. So good hustle, good persistence there by the senior, number 33, Jess Christensen, to make that just messy enough for Tetzlaff not be able to control it. Tetzlaff will go out. Looks like he's complaining of a little knee. Oh, good pass from Segrist. A dart hook pass to Christensen with his left hand. Christensen an easy two. Raiders 31, Bobcats 14. Green picks up Johnson. Johnson picked by Szymanski, who puts it back to Green for two. Finger roll at the rim for Green. Raider lead to 19. Segrist will pick up Huntemer. Johnson guarded by Szymanski. Plummer will back down Christensen. Segrist gets in to make things messy, but the strength and just the plowing ability of Plummer gets down there, and a nice touch for a big guy down low, and a soft baby hook for two. That time Segrist, it's Green, faked the three, went baseline. That's his second traveling, so J.D. Green sees that baseline twice, just got a little ahead of the ball there, and turnover to the Bobcats. Now Johnson, Huntemer, swings over to Johnson. Bauer, a little jumper in the lane. It's altered a little bit by Hawley, but it gets his own rebound, and nobody's there to interfere with the shot, and Bauer with an easy two. Leads down to 15. Paw dribbles, gets it out to Christensen. Christian to Hawley. Hawley tells Szymanski to loop back around. Christensen over to Paw. Paw to Segrist. Segrist three. Good!
Taylor Segrist, 3.
20 for Taylor Segrist. 6 of them threes, which would be 18 of the 23s. Three-pointer by Johnson. Oh, look good, just rims out. Segrist with the rebound, gets it to Paw. Paw quickly over to Christensen. Christensen, 2 more! Jess Christensen really showing his strength of running the floor, working hard, and he gets rewarded with another easy basket. Good look there on the assist as well. Paw now on McCarty. McCarty will just get it to Plummer, who back down Christensen for another 2. 18-point game now. Raiders look to the bench with 59 to go. Coach Chris Stabner, the winningest all-time coach in Raider boys basketball history, shouts out the set. Szymanski to Paw. Paw back over to Szymanski. Segrist, 3, good! Feeling it is senior, number 11, Taylor Segrist here, 23 in the first for the Raiders. Bobcats, that's Johnson, went down to McCarty. 3 ball there by Bauer, that's off. Tough shot, but looked pretty good, just fell short. Paw now will set it up and go for 1 here as the shot clock is off. Paw still has distance, no mechanic by the referee. Raider bench starts the countdown. Segrist, 3. That one's off a little bit. Christensen fights for the rebound. Johnson comes out with it, lets one fly, well short. At the end of the first half, Rapid City Stevens Raiders 41, the Brookings Bobcats 20. Before we go to halftime, we'll do a recap of the girls' game and their stats. And then with about 3 minutes of the break to go, we'll come back and we'll have the boys' first half stat recap. So in the girls' game, again, it was a tough loss for the Raiders. 55-53, they fall by 2 to the Bobcats. The Raiders were looking to hold on to their top 5 ranking. Took on a Bobcats team who did have an over 500 record and will. So the points they get won't be as bad as if a team didn't have that, but still it will impact the Raiders' position. Again, only halfway through the season, a long way to go. But ending the game, both teams had 17 turnovers. And we noted it during the call of that game, the live stream. In the second half, the Bobcats, their length and their strength and their size, they dominated the boards. They ended up winning the rebound battle by 7, 33-26 over the Raiders. And then on the free throw line, they just went to the line more, and they made 22 of 30, where the Raiders made 16 of 21. Total for the game, the Brookings Bobcat girls shot 37% from the field, 33% from three-point land, and 73% from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by senior guard Logan Smith, who had an outstanding game. Right behind her was the junior, number 12, Even, and Sloan McClagan had a quiet first half but ended up with 10, so she got into double figures. Buys added 6, as well as Burns, who had a nice second half as well. Harris, the freshman, kicked in 2, and Delbridge had 4, and that rounded out their scoring. For the Raiders, they were 33% from the field, 27% from three-point land, and that was primarily Finley Love and Haley Falcon, and they were 76% from the line. And for the Raiders, Talia Porter woke up in the second half, but just didn't have enough to take the Raiders to overtime or get them over the top. She had 19, which took her total to where she just needs 26 points, I believe, to break the record of Becky Hammond, 25 to tie. And she had a nice night with 19. Finley Love with her threes and good defense. She produced 12 for the Raiders, as well as Haley Falcon with her three-pointers. And yes, 25 to tie for Talia, 26 to break Becky Hammond's scoring record of 1,417 points. Finishing out the scoring for the Raiders was Jessa Griswold with 4, Haley Peterson with 2, and the 7th grader, Marley Seyu Manutafa, with 4. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors with about 3 on the clock to bring you the halftime recap for the boys. You're following Raider basketball, subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid.
up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium. We'll recap the first half where the Raiders jumped out to a 41-20 lead behind senior number 11, Daylor Seagrass, hot hand. 7 for 10 from three-point land and some free throws and a basket, and he leads all scorers with 24. So the Raiders stat line, they were from the field, they were 60%, 15 from 25. With Seagrass's help, they were 7 of 9 from the three-point land for 78%, and 4 of 6 from the charity stripe for 67%. The Bobcats are led in scoring right now by, off the bench, by number 55, Winston Plummer, who is good from the free throw line and good in the paint. He has 8. The Bobcats were 8 for 27 from the field, shooting 30%. A lot of them around the basket that were just left short. So they can definitely improve on that. They were 0 from 8 from the three-point line, but 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. Other scoring for the Bobcats, Huntermer with 2, McCarty with 2, Bauer with 2, Tetzloff with 6. For the Raiders, the supporting cast, J.D. Green with 4, Hawley with 2, but he had a couple of really nice assists as well. Brooks with 2, playing great defense, good rebounding. He also had a nice pass. Szymanski with 2. Dylan Szymanski with 2. Lucas Marcus with 1. Seth Paul with 2. And Jess Christensen, off of hustle and just good positioning, was a benefactor of some good passing by the Raiders to pick up his 4 points. Christensen, great hustle getting up and down the court. Especially when Plummer was in there, he knew, smart enough player is the senior Christensen to know I can beat that player down the court and give my team a chance to take advantage of that. So that's our first half recap. We'll get set to go here with our official crew of experienced officials, a lot of states tournaments, and so they've been calling a really good game here. That's Mike Kirkaby, Paul Whitcraft, and Nick Gottlob. So both teams will look to break the bench, and we'll be back with the second half action here in just about 20. Out of the breakout, it looks like the Bobcats will stay with their original starting 5, and that starting 5 will be Tetzloff, Huntermer, McCarty, Kaler, and Bauer. The Raiders will go with Dylan Szymanski down low, Daylor Seagrass, Minka Hawley, J.D. Green, and rounding out will be number 20, the senior, Kalen Brooks. So both teams will go with the original starting 5, and the Brookings Bobcats take it out, and Kaler will run the point, and he tries to work around Brooks. Brooks knocks it away, and then he picks up Kaler right at half court. Kaler will get around him and take a floater in. Hawley gets a little piece of it. Tetzloff, good athleticism right there to go right back up in the air, catch and put in. And that'll be Tetzloff's 8th point. to match Plummer. Nice pass. Oh, Brooks, just a cutting Szymanski, just left it a little short on the elbow of the glass and couldn't find the basket. McCarty floats in with a little scoop layup, splits the defense, and he'll get the bucket for the Bobcats, and he'll have 4 points. Segrist now. Long three. In, hits the front and back of the rim, comes out. Raiders hope he stays hot. Good look, just rattled. Kaler kicks out. Bauer, line drive, doesn't hit rim. Segrist lets it go out of bounds. Out of bounds. Turn it over to the Raiders, and Segrist will pop it into Green. Green will bring it up for the Raiders. Green just walks it up. That's team gets set. Now Brooks on the wing. Segrist, three. It was a foul. That time, Bauer, the junior, Jace Bauer, was not going to let Segrist have a clean look, and he's going to commit his first, team's first for the third, and Segrist will go to the line for three. Misses the first. Segrist. Bounce and a bend, and he'll let that one float in, and it's corrected the shot. Good follow through. He'll collect his 25th point. Third attempt. Good. Nothing but net there. And Daylor Segrist will have 26 for the evening. Now the scoreboard says 25, but he ended the half at 24, so we'll get a correction on that from the official book. Huntemer steps in. That one's off. Brooks will corral the rebound, and he'll bring it down himself. Near side, he'll be on the mascot and pushes it over to Segrist. Segrist guarded closer now by Bauer. Hawley looks, see if he tries to take off the dribble. Doesn't. Still looking. Now off the dribble he goes. Kicks it over to Green. Green thought about a three. Steps back. See if he slips it back over to Hawley. The ball's picked. Szymanski has it. He's going to back down or try to back down Tetzloff, but he bounced it off his foot. Tetzloff didn't think he touched it, but the baseline official says off the Bobcats. Raider ball. 7 on the shot clock. Not sure if the bench sees that and they're going to count down. We'll listen and hear. Bench doesn't, but Szymanski knows he has to. Little jump hook, not there. Brooks flies in to try to get the rebound, but it comes down to Kaler. Kaler will push it up the right side, and he'll get it to number 2. That is Jones Huntemer, Jr. Little floater by Kaler. Good. Tough shot in the paint. He goes up against it amongst the trees, and nice little fadeaway floater for him. Hawley, top of the key to Brooks. Brooks over to Green. Hawley flashes. Brink takes the, nope, not there. He'll back out on the dribble, get it to Brooks. Brooks off the dribble. Goes bounce pass, reverse layup. Szymanski, good. Another nice assist by Brooks. Basket Raiders. They lead 45-26. Timeout, full timeout by the Raiders. You're following Raiders basketball on GoRaidersLive.com.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown.
We're back. Jace Bauer and the Bobcats will look to inbound this one. Raiders will apply full court pressure. Lucas Marcus is in now for the Raiders with Green, Brooks, Segras, and Christensen. For the Bobcats. Nice pass down into Tetzloff here. He backs them down, and good. Tough basket. Christian was on him, but just the strength of Bergen Tetzloff, the junior, number 11. Good-looking basket there. Good work. Foul there. Huntemer tried to pick the pocket, but he hit Lucas Marcus's arm in a foul. So we'll round out that 5 on the floor for the Bobcats. Bauer, Kaler, Huntemer, McCarty, and Tetzloff. So you're starting 5. Lucas Marcus gets it out to Segras. Segras kicks back out there, really on him. Lucas Marcus with the 3 off the back iron. Brooks taps it up, but right there is Huntemer. He'll bring it up the court. He swings it over to Bauer. Bauer back over. Oh, 3 missed there, just off by Kaler. Had a good look. Raiders with the rebound. They push it up, and that time Kaler runs into Green, and good sportsmanship there. Great job by the senior number 4, Jonathan Kaler. He was being aggressive, but didn't mean to bump Green out of bounds, and he rushes over to Green, picks him up, gives him a little pat hug like, hey, man, my bad. So great job there. Great sportsmanship by both players as Green gave him a little pat back. Brooks, a little spin and a great move into to Daylor Segras. I thought maybe Segras turned his ankle because just odd, but he was being held down by Bauer, number 5, who will pick up his second foul. So Kalen Brooks with some great passing and just body control. He did kind of a reverse dribble, and right out of it, he passed that ball on a dime off of a bounce pass. Impressive. And Segrest will make both. Four minutes to go here. Raiders 47, Bobcats 28. Kaler picked up the dribble, gets it into Huntemer. Huntemer lofts it up to Tetzloff. Tetzloff, no travel, no 3 seconds, just did a lot of work and eventually just too strong down there. There was a couple of Raiders down there that bumped into him. Not sure who they ended up giving it to. They ended up giving it to Green. So Green will pick up the foul. 4 team fouls on Brookings, 1 on the Raiders. Kaler in the corner, guarded by Green. He'll take Green. Nice move and finish switching hands to the left hand with the lay-in. Great move there by the senior, Kaler. And that'll give him his 4th point. Sismonski over to Green. Green's on the mascot, Forsyth. Over to Brooks. Brooks to Lucas Marcus. Thought about a shot to Sismonski. Sismonski to Segras. Segras being tightly guarded again by Bauer. He gets almost pushed out by Tetzloff. Ball intercepted by Huntemer. Huntemer looking for help. Kaler comes back, and the Bobcats have a chance to cut in the lead. Huntemer thought he was going to pull a 3 because he was in rhythm, but didn't. Floater by McCarty. Good! Tough shot by Brody McCarty. Puts a floater up with the right hand. 15-point game. So closest the Bobcats have been since midway in the second. So good job by them to cut back in. See if the Raiders responds here. Green tries to get it to Sismonski, but the length and speed of Tetzloff is right there. But Brooks just baited that pass from Tetzloff to Kaler. Picks it off, brings it back the other way. Lucas Marcus will have it and get it back to Brooks. He's on the bottom of the logo, top of the key. Thinks about going to Segras, turns, not there. Green, see if he takes a shot. Doesn't. Looks back into Lucas Marcus. Tetzloff is there to grab the ball, and they're going to call the foul on Lucas Marcus, who was a little frustrated there, tried to get the ball back, and just climbed the arm of the bigger Tetzloff. Nick Gottlob was right there to call the foul. Some substitutes now for the Bobcats. Coming back in for them is Gavin Smith, Drew Johnson. Kaler stays in there. Winston Plummer, who had a good first half, really great second quarter, comes back in. That ball's tipped around. Hawley gets it. Hawley to Lucas Marcus. Thought he might go off the backboard to Hawley, but he saw a defensive player trailing, so he just gets the easy 2. Thought we were going to see maybe a little showtime there, but the Raiders wisely thought better of it and just secured the 2 for a 17-point lead. Kaler off the bounce, pushes it over to McCarty. McCarty thought about a 3. Has Brooks, tries to take him, does. Little floater, short. Brooks, tough rebound. He'll push it up to Hawley. Hawley backs it out. Thought he might sprint in to try to drive, but doesn't. Szymanski will take Plummer off the dribble. Turn, try to shoot, gets it over to Paul. Paul for 3, off the back iron. Brooks is going to be there to corral that one, and he'll bring it back out. Stabner raises a fist, looks over at Lucas Marcus, and they're going to get in their set here. He'll take it over to Letters on the far side of your screen. He pops in, splits defenders, pushes out to Paul. Chance at another 3, off. Brooks again is there. Great rebound, great body position and control. Strong hands, too, by Kalen Brooks. Hawley now will have it on the wing. Let's see if they try to isolate. He'll get a screen. They'll try to pick and roll. Not there. Szymanski thought about going over the top to Brooks. Brooks in the paint. He gets out of there. No 3 seconds to get it out to Pa. 15 on the shot clock for the Raiders. They lead 49-32. Brooks with a great pass to Szymanski and a reverse layup finish. Caleb Brooks again with another dime assist. That's his 3rd or 4th of this game, and man, is that fun to watch. For the Bobcats, that's Smith doing a nice job of protecting the ball. Guarded closely by Lucas Marcus. McCarty drives in on Brooks. Brooks holds his ground, pushes it back out to Kaler. Kaler on the Letters on the near side of your screen here, guarded by Paul. Paul will get a screen off of Plummer. Plummer for 3. No, he'll make a nice move, the dribble, and stepping in is Caleb Brooks and did a great job of getting his feet set and saying, hey, I know this one is going to hurt. And he took the charge, and the Raider faithful showed their appreciation because he stepped in. Train was coming, and he was on the tracks, and he knew it, but draws a foul, and they'll get another possession here. And with 2.1, the Raiders have a chance to get a shot up to close out this quarter. They go along to Brooks. Brooks flings it over to Segras. Segras, a prayer, just tries to scoop it up from about the volleyball end line and just goes off the glass. So at the end of 3, Raiders lead 51-32. You're following Raider basketball is subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv.
You to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Segras will get the ball in from number 12 in for the game, and that's going to be Dalton Szymanski. He's usually 21, so don't know if there's blood on the uniform or something. At any rate, number 12 on the floor, if you've got a program, that's number 21, Dalton Szymanski, senior. Make sure we get that going here. Kick out. McCarty down to Plummer from Huntermer. He just backs down. Szymanski, and easy 2 for Winston Plummer. Impressive work from him today. And the senior has 10. Seagrass. Bottom of the logo, now at the mascot. Near side of your screen. Gets it to Szymanski. Dalton Szymanski. Hawley looked. Turnaround jumper. It's short. Dylan Szymanski gets in there. Keeps it alive. Hawley flies in there, gets a rebound, but it's hard off the glass. And coming down hard with it is Johnson. He gets tied up. And they're going to call a foul on the Raiders. Could have been a jump or a foul. It was Johnson came in there hard, and there was 3 Raiders, so something was going to have to give there. So it will be Dalton Szymanski's first foul. And the Raiders will make a line change. Hawley, Pa, and Szymanski will come out. J.D. Green's in there. Dylan Szymanski, Seagrass, Lucas Marcus, and Kalen Brooks. Plummer couldn't get that one to go. And good rebound by Brooks and the Raiders. Little screen and a jump shot for Lucas Marcus off of the screen of Kalen Brooks. 53-34, Raiders. By 19. Johnson flicks it over. McCarty loses the handle for a second, gets it back. Through the legs, top of the key, takes Brooks on the dribble. Slides in, good pass to Huntermer. Reverse layup not there. Follows not there. Follows again, and it's going to be out of bounds. And a foul on Huntermer just out of frustration. He got the ball back, had time to put it up, and just put it up a little hard, a little rushed it, and got frustrated and committed the foul. That's going to be his third on Jones Huntermer, the junior. Raiders bring it up. Brooks, Seagrass now to Lucas Marcus, over to J.D. Green. J.D. Green, little backdoor cut to Seagrass. It bounced up and hit him in the face. Turnover. Bobcats. Johnson almost walks, but they don't call anything. Down low, and they're going to get a foul on Szymanski. Thought he had good position. If he just would have went straight up, he would have not fouled Gavin Smith, but like a lot of players do, as soon as you bring your arm down, even if you have the ball, you're getting into the body of the shooting player, and that's a foul. So number 32, the junior Gavin Smith, will get on the board with the free throw. And that will be on Szymanski. I believe I saw it read his third. Oh, second. So he'll make the both for Smith. 53-36. Gavin Smith will have 2 points for the Bobcats for today. J.D. Green. Brooks. Brooks gets it over to Seagrass, being guarded now closely. And now we're going to have an illegal screen maybe here on Brooks, or is it going to be, no, it was going to have a hold as they are trying not to let Taylor Seagrass have any room to get in rhythm, because they saw what happened there, and that's another quick foul on the Bobcats. That'll be Smith. That'll be his first. He'll come out, and Bauer will come back in with Huntermer and Kaler, Tetzloff, and Johnson. Both teams kind of getting a hand on the ball. No one had it. Gets back to the Raiders. Seagrass thought about a three, but Bauer's on him tight. Green will take the ball to the hole, get it back for another reverse layup for Szymanski. And for the senior number 25, Dylan Szymanski, it is reverse layup practice today. And he's been the benefactor of some nice passes and some nice sets by the Raider coaching staff, taking advantage of some mismatches on the baseline. So good job by them for putting their players in that position. Tetzloff down low, tough, and one. Hoop and harm. Boy, is he a hard worker. Good base there, too. He had good, solid, athletic base position, strong, wide. Got that ball and took it up strong. And that's what you want to see of a post player. So very impressive. And that'll be his 12th point, and he'll try to complete the and one here from the stripe with 4:56 go in this one. Raiders lead comfortably, 55-38. Off is that free throw attempt by Tetzloff. So he'll stay at 12. Green will have it at the mascot. Brooks gives a little flash screen. Lucas Marcus with the ball. He's telling Brooks he wants a screen. He gets it to Szymanski, top of the key. No back door there. Thought about Segrist. Not there. Segrist now trying to get the ball. Bauer is all over him. 8 on the shot clock. Segrist takes it in, floats, scoop, and a foul. He'll go to the line. That looked to be on Tetzlaff, but we'll see who they give it to.
Brookings foul number 11, Bergen Tetzlaff.
It was on Tetzlaff. That'll be his second. And Segrist will go to line to add to his total. And he'll miss the first one. And he'll miss both. So he'll stay at 28. Little floater by McCarty. Good. Good transition there by the Bobcats. And Brody McCarty just made that look easy. Nice body control floater for 2. Segrist denied by Tetzlaff. Nice move. Did everything right. Tetzlaff just timed his jump and blocked perfectly. Bauer, open 3. Off the mark. Kaler there, goes back up tough. He's going to be fouled. Jonathan Kaler for the Bobcats. Listed as a 5'10 senior guard down there battling. So he'll go to line for 2. He misses the first. Paul comes back in. Holly will come back in.
32, Gavin Smith.
Smith comes back in for the Bobcats. Get this free throw by Kaler is good. He makes a second. And Paul will bring it up. Paul, Brooks, Holly, Marcus, and Szymanski for the Raiders. McCarty, Kaler, Tetzlaff. That's Smith and Bauer for the Bobcats. That one's off, and a dart of a pass from Tetzlaff to Bauer. He goes coast to coast. Jump stop, but too hard off the glass, and Coach Stabner wants a timeout. And I think he's pointing up the clock saying, hey, we got to be smart with our decisions here with the time on the clock. So that's going to be a full timeout. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors. You're following Raider basketball on GoRaidersLive.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Lucky for us. We're back. The Raiders will inbound the ball. Brooks to Segrist. 3:20 and change to go. Marcus will hold the ball, get up to Brooks. Raiders lead 55-41. This one was never really in doubt. The Raiders came out hot. Daylor Segrist, 7 for 10 from three-point line in the first half. Brooks will take this one, and Tetzlaff's right there again. And a follow lay-in by Szymanski wasn't reversed, so he put it up there a little hard. And McCarty will take a long 3. It's off. Brooks comes flying in, not there. Hawley tries to block the shot, not there. Lucas Marcus comes away with the ball, and Segrist says, let me have it. Let's kill some clock here and get through this one. Christensen looks to check in, as well as Winston Plummer, number 55, the senior for the Bobcats. Hawley to Brooks. Brooks Shot clock at 16. Gets the screen to Szymanski, keeps it out top. Wants to get it to Segrist here now with the shot clock at 10, 9, 8. Countdown goes to the bench. Little give and go to Brooks. Blocked again by Tetzloff. Szymanski again is there. Hoop and harm and one. The hard-working Dylan Szymanski. Strong board. He'll get another 2. That'll put him in double figures, and he'll go to the line for 1. That foul is going to be on Smith. Plummer will come back in. Senior Dylan Szymanski on the line. It's good.
And for the Raiders, number 33, Jess Kristen.
Dylan will increase his scoring total to 11. Segrist leads all scorers with 28. And for the Bobcats, Bergen Tetzloff has been steady for them, and he's going to have 12. Bobcats bring it up. It's Kaler. Kaler, bottom of the logo, looking for his team to get set. Bauer rolls. Bauer rolls. He goes the other way to McCarty. McCarty takes Brooks off the dribble. Good little step-through move, left-handed. Kept the ball away from Brooks. Nice move. I think Brooks wanted to travel. Doesn't get it. Now Brody McCarty will increase his total to 10. So another Bobcat in double figures. That gives him 3. Lucas Marcus to Segrist. Still being guarded tight by Bauer. Hawley looking surprised he hasn't tried to go to the basket, but the soft man-to-man, and then they tightened it up. It's just kind of made it difficult. Segrist, long 3, off. Rebound, good, tough one by Bergen Tetzloff. So had a nice game today. That time blocked. Plummer's there again. He goes up. Soft hands. Gets the basket. Plummer's total increases to 12. And a timeout.
30-second timeout, Brookings.
Brookings will take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on GoRaidersLive.com in 30.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We are back. Carroll Higher, 1:17 to go in this one. 58-45 Raiders. They're going to look to close this one out. Brooks off of the full court pressure. We'll get it to Dalton Szymanski. Back to Brooks. Over to Szymanski. He'll take it up to the timeline but not get over. And then he'll get it to Lucas Marcus over the timeline. Brookings will back out and just go straight man-to-man here. Tough guarding, some tough screens going down there. Both teams still working hard. That's great. This kid's still giving max effort. Hawley tries to slip on the dribble, and we're going to have a hand check on McCarty. I think McCarty's saying you've been letting us bang all the day, and that's a foul, but way out top like that generally gets called. Hawley will go to the line. He makes his first. He's had a quiet day in the scoring column, but he's been so effective rebounding, passing, and blocking shots or altering shots that still has had a impact, just not in the score column. Hawley stepped to the line for his second. Now the Raiders are going to clear their bench. We're going to have a full line change, and Coach Staber will let some of the players that work really hard at practice getting these varsity guys ready, give them some varsity game time, which is good for those kids. Foul on Brooks, who McCarty took it to the hole strong, and will pick up force a foul on Brooks. That's Brooks' first for the day. Plays so aggressive, sometimes gets in foul trouble. Today he stayed disciplined, and McCarty goes to the line. And after this one, we'll get a lot of subs. He misses. And we'll have substitutions on both sides. In for the Raiders is going to be junior, number 30, Drayson Paulson. He's a three-point specialist. Number 22, Alexander Purpura Jr. Number 23, which I don't have on my sheet here. Let me go to my master. I don't have a 23 for the Raiders. Number 10, Hansen. Henry Hansen is in the game. Sismonski wearing 12 is in the game. And the Raiders are just going to dribble this one and work the shot clock here, as there's about a 10-second difference, 8-second difference maybe. Hansen, take it over. Purpura flips it over to Paulson. Paulson back into Sismonski. Sismonski for 2. That's Dalton Sismonski. And they'll blow the whistle to get Sismonski out and Taden Foster, the sophomore, in. For the Bobcats, it's going to be Smith, Kaler, Huntemer, McCarty, and closing it out is going to be Bauer. See if they can get a last shot up here. McCarty floats off the board. Nope, off the arrow, no good. That's going to be a final here from Carroll Higher. Raider boys picking up their third win in a row. They'll improve to 6-6, hit that 500 mark at the middle of the season. It'll be important for them to keep the gas on the pedal. They'll have a tough matchup, rivalry coming up Saturday the 1st against the improving and hot right now Central Cobblers. So that will be an interesting to watch. The girls' game will be on Friday, the boys' game on Saturday, and as tradition, due to the stock show being across the street from Central High School, that rivalry matchup, the second one of the season, will be held here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The first one was held over at Nas Gymnasium at Central High School, with both the girls and boys Raiders teams winning by pretty big margins. That'll do it for us. Daylor Segrist has a big day today for the Raiders, leads all in scoring. Comes close to 30 points, and just an outstanding first half from him, and then second half managed the team and managed the ball, took care of the ball well. So we will see you next time. Again, Fox Radio will do the call for the girls' rivalry game on Friday, January 31st, and they will also do the call for the boys' rivalry game Saturday, February 1st. That'll be Jerome Wickersham and DJ Dean Gurr. That'll do it for us here at Carroll Higher. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.